would like everyone here to close your eyes for a moment. And while your eyes are closed, I would like you to picture a goal that you've always dreamed of achieving. Now, this goal can range from a variety of things. Maybe you want to get buff, get a six-pack, better your diet, or maybe you want to get better at an instrument. And while you have your goal in mind, I would like you to picture all the excuses you have made that have prevented you from reaching that goal. Now, this could also range from a variety of things. Maybe you broke your treadmill, the gym's too far, or you saw a video of a 3-year-old girl playing that piece you've always wanted to play, while blindfolded. And now I want you to picture a world where you had never made these excuses. If you had stayed consistent for a week, a month, even a year, would you have that six-pack? Would you have learned that piece you've always wanted to learn? Well, that's a very pessimistic way of looking at it. Instead, what about if we started tonight? How would you feel tomorrow, a week from now, a month from now, or even a year from now? And you can now open your eyes. So, in statistical data, it proves that 1% of improvement a day on anything gets you 37 times better in a year. So, let us put it through the four-way test. Is it the truth? Well, yes. I believe if you stop making excuses, your quality of life will improve. I myself am a piano teacher, and one of my students is a 50-year-old woman. When she was much younger, she had started playing piano, but she eventually let go of it. She had fully convinced herself that there was no point in coming back because she was way too old. Eventually, though, she showed up to one of my lessons, and she realized she's a lot better than she thought. She was a lot faster at learning, and she just loved playing the instrument. A few weeks go by, and she finally learns that piece that she's always wanted to play. A few months go by, and guess what she learns? She learns that the biggest regret is not starting any earlier. So, it passes the first part of the Rotary test. What about the second part? Is it the truth? Or, my bad, is it fair to all concerned? I believe so. Back to my students, I have two students who are around the same age. One who had been playing for a couple of years, and another who had been playing for a couple of months. The one playing for a couple of years, you may think, is way better than the one playing for a couple of months, but you'd be wrong. She had been forced by her mother to play the piano. The one playing for a couple of months just wanted to show off to her friends. Eventually, though, she realized piano's a lot better than she thought, just like my first student. And eventually, time goes by, and the one playing for a couple of months gets better in just 2 months. You know why? She set a goal for herself, she stopped making excuses, and she actually enjoyed what she was trying to do. So, it passes number 2. Number 3, will it build goodwill and better friendships? I believe so. Let's stray away from the topic of my students and piano, and let's talk about fitness. Let's say your goal is to get that six-pack, and you see someone at the gym who also has the same goal. Well, you go up to them and you're like, hey, can we work out together? You start eating Chipotle every night, you become best buds, and all of a sudden you realize, wow, we're progressing a lot faster going with each other. You held each other accountable, and you realized you got a friendship out of it, a great guy, and you're ripped. So, with that out of the way, number 4, will it benefit all who is concerned? Well, how about we stray away from all of those topics and focus on academics? So, your dream college, Stanford University, 1500 SAT. That sounds a little too high for you, so you know what? You have so much confidence, you just decide not to study. The morning of the test, you finally start frantically studying, you get an 800. Why did I get an 800? Well, you could have studied a lot earlier. There's no statistical data needed to realize that if you study more, you'll get a better grade. Now, what are the benefits if you studied earlier? Well, you go to your dream school, you build up a great habit of studying, which is very good for college, and you're happy, right? So, with all of that out of the way, I want to close off with you. When you get home, I want you to write down all your goals. Pick one of them. Whether it be going to the gym, learning an instrument, or bettering your diet. And once you have it picked out, I want you to strive for it. How would you be a week from now? A month from now? A year from now? All of us want to solve all of these things from other countries or even our own country. And I believe that it all starts within. If we better ourselves, we'll become great leaders to lead everyone else. Thank you.